Hey, this is Dan. Welcome back to Flip Flop Gaming. Today we're continuing our Super Metroid Let's Play with Episode 5. And as usual, if you enjoy the show, please like and subscribe. In the last episode, we ventured back into Brinstar and picked up some items. We got missiles, super missiles, power bombs, and a couple energy tanks that we had bypassed before because we didn't have the right equipment for it. After that, we did go back through Crateria and onto the next area in the game, which was the wrecked ship. We did most of the exploring in there, and we also beat the boss. He was a big phantom. His name is Phantoon. So we killed him, and yeah, let's just pick up where we left off. Let's see, there might be something else, maybe not. Yeah. All that way just for missiles, but whatever. The completionist in me likes to do that, but yeah, it seems like a lot of work for not a lot of reward. Okay, finally back out here. The detour took too long, but we did get an item, so that's always helpful. Let's see. Yes, so we came here before to get the missiles. I think now we just need to come down this way. And back into the wrecked ship. This is cool, something we haven't seen yet. So these statues are called Chozo statues. They show up in, I think, almost all of the Metroid games. They're some ancient race, and they built a lot of things on probably different planets, but yeah, there's a few of these Chozo statues that actually activate little sequences in the game. So this guy kind of carries us down a hidden staircase, which is perfect because this is the next key item in the game. And you'll see what it is in a second. The gravity suit. So this is an excellent addition. Not only does this allow us to but navigate in water without being slowed down by it, but there's also some types of lava that we can now go in without taking damage. And because some of that, like all lava has that same effect, we can actually move freely in lava now too. Just some of the lava is not going to hurt us. And more of these little robot guys to get these missiles. And I know this is a power bomb spot. So we've got more area back here. And we're just going to make a full runway. So if you remember it, this was where we came in previously. So now we can actually get this item. But we do got to be careful because that's a hole down there. There we go, no problem. So now we have 3 reserve tanks out of the total of 4 that we can get. And I think that's almost everything we can do in the wrecked ship. Like I said, it is pretty small, so just come in, finish it up, and then leave. But now, let's see. There's a couple things we can go back and do with the gravity suit, but let me think. I think that might actually be worth it. So we're going to take a little detour Let me think. It might be beneficial to take a detour from our next part of the planet. But I'm thinking I want to go and do that now. So we're just gonna head back. See? We can move freely in water. Finally. I've been waiting for this all my life. Yeah, so we're gonna head back to... And wall jumping in water, great. Yeah, so a couple things we can do now. Backtracking again a little bit. But we'll make it quick. So I'm gonna stop by the ship and refill. Just because I know we've been low on energy for a bit. Alright, so really we're gonna be going back to an area in Crateria. Actually, I think I might just want to head back down here, because this will be pretty quick. It's a shortcut now that we can actually just fall down this elevator shaft. Okay, so third time back to where we got the morphing ball. If it's tedious to watch, just imagine how tedious it is to play this part. But hopefully you're having fun. That first. Then we're gonna do this. And then we're gonna do this. Yeah, so this seems like an impossible room, right? It's just a line of spikes on the floor. But, hey, an invisible walkway. And boulders that fall too. I don't remember what's in here. Missiles. Okay, well. Not a super worthwhile secret, but, you know, it's not bad. Oh look, a second missile canister. This is why it's always important to use your X-ray when you enter into new rooms. A new room where, even if you think you got everything, you still might not have gotten everything. But yeah, before we had the gravity suit, jumping onto that platform in water, not really possible. So that's one of the secrets that I wanted to get. That basically requires the gravity suit. And the next one is going to be down in Brinstar, which we're kind of pretty close with where we are. So yeah, this is actually pretty perfect, because we're almost back to the spot that we need to be in. Oh, and wouldn't you have it, I actually overshot it. Okay, so I guess we're backtracking a little bit. Don't worry, with all of our new fancy tools, this should be quick. See, sometimes even I make mistakes. Here we go. So this is the block. We've seen this before. This is where we got the charge beam. And we didn't come back here after we got the power bombs. And there's a great reason for that. You'll see in just a second. We've got another water room. So this room we wouldn't have really been able to do what we need to get past it. Because what we need to do, and let me just show it, we need to be able to run fast, which we can only do with our speed booster and the gravity suit. Ah, yes, I was hoping it was an energy tank. That's great. Okay, now we can continue. So I am going to venture back to the wrecked ship. And I'm going to go back, not the corridor way that we went before, because that's kind of a pain and I don't like doing it. So we're going to head back up this way. Yeah, a lot of times I end up just skipping enemies because I'm too lazy, quite frankly. See, not too bad. Quick little 5-minute detour. I'd say it's worth it for another energy tank. Alright, now that we're back up in Crateria, we can actually head to the next area. So we do need to go back through the wrecked ship, but it'll be much quicker this time because we're just passing straight through and we don't have to worry about water. I think I don't even have to worry about the water here. Nope. I do. Okay, I don't have to worry about it here though. I can run all the way to the edge and jump up here. How convenient. Alright, let me make sure. Yeah, I think we should have everything in the wrecked ship complete except for this door. So this would have blocked us before. We had the gravity suit because there's water, but now it's no problem at all. I don't think there's anything in the bottom here. Nope. Oh yeah, there is something here though. Oh, perfect. Another energy tank. We are at 10 now. We have 4 more left to collect. And you might guess that the next area that we're going to has a lot of water. So this part, yeah, we've just passed through the small part of the wrecked ship there. And this is another section of Crateria. And I don't think there's many items to get in here. But let me just make sure. Yeah, should be fine. Bunch of winding pathways here. There might be an item. Let me see. Go that way, but I want to say there's some missiles or something here. Or there's nothing at all. Alright, new music, new area of the planet. We are now in Maridia, and we can see that little pink on the lower left of the map. That is that little middle area that we went through when we were in Brinstar. So Maridia is pretty big. So yeah, let's see what we've got here. Save. Alright. Oh, that's not fun. don't normally get caught by that, so that was interesting. But yeah, I think it just was a detour from where we were going to end up anyway. Yeah, we were going to come out right there, so not that big of a deal. Yeah, just to show where we were actually going to end up. You don't obviously need to do the wall jump, but I just do it because it's a different route. And this is kind of a cool sequence. We just go through this pipe and it discovers different rooms in Maridia. So we can kind of get a sneak peek of some other parts of the map real quick. But yeah, this is just gonna get us to another area. And I'm gonna go right, but this might not be the right place. So this part's kind of annoying. This is like falling sand, and it really makes it hard to jump. It causes it kind of slows down your jump and makes it kind of weird to get through. And I'll come back to that, but I want to see. Okay, nothing in here. So this is quite tricky to get. So jumping in this sand is kind of a pain. And I'm trying to get in that little hole. Dang. I don't think I've ever struggled so much with this. Alright, I hope we can do something in here and we didn't just waste our time. But let's see. Yeah, there's a few annoying spots. This being one of them. In Maridia, that is. See if I can skip this sequence. Okay, good. Alright, so this is just like some weird creature. He basically takes care of this sand for us. Otherwise, we really have no way to get through here. It is solid, so we can't pass through that. So we needed to break that wall for this little sand grinder so he can get through and do this for us. We can't actually kill him, but you do got to be careful about shooting him, because if you kill him, you just have to wait for the whole sequence again. Sorry. Not that way. Okay, so this, I'm not sure if this is a required item. I think this might be optional, but it is Spring Ball. So what this basically allows us to do is we can morph into our Morph Ball, and we can actually jump in this now. So it's a huge benefit for mobility. So rather than using bombs to jump and other things in the morph, or like getting out of the morph ball, we don't need to do that anymore. So yeah, that was a good little detour. Normally I think you're probably supposed to wait. Okay, just checking the map to see where I want to go next. But yeah, you're probably supposed to wait for a different item to be able to get through that gap, but there is a way to get through it without that item, but as you saw, it's kind of a pain. Yeah, these rooms are also kind of a pain. Yeah, those sand falls are such a pain to get through. Kind of frustrating. So this should look a little familiar. So this is kind of giving us a hint about something we do in a few moments, actually. I think I need to be going the other way. Yeah. So yeah, we'll head back here and I'll show you what we mean, and we'll see some scenes that are a little bit familiar. Save map. Okay, good. Now we'll get a better idea of how big Maridia is. So yeah, pretty massive. Yeah, this is probably one of the bigger areas outside of maybe Norfair, but this is a very large area. But fortunately, we have a lot of mobility upgrades to help us navigate it. Alright, now this part of the map is already pink, so we have been here. This is that middle part between a couple chunks of Brinstar. So yeah, this is the pipe that we saw earlier, except it was broken. So we actually use the power bomb to break it. And I think this is a save. The map shows it, so duh. Alright, we'll go ahead and conclude episode 5 there. Thanks for tuning in, and if you don't mind, hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll see you on the next one.